Tonight, this is the White House in Washington, D.C. right now. And the US Capitol is where our chief international correspondent Ben Lewis joins us from tonight. So let's go to him first. Good evening, Ben. What was the key message coming from the President and Vice President-elect?
Janice, good evening. The key message was one of unity, but overall it was a pretty standard presidential speech. And after the last 4 years, many Americans would have been relieved to hear that. Donald Trump has not conceded in the election. He hasn't even telephoned his opponent, but that is largely irrelevant because in January, Joe Biden will be sworn in as the 46th President of the United States. They came to celebrate, thousands waiting for the President-elect. It took several days of painstaking vote counting to get here. Waiting a few more hours, not a problem. A sprightly step for this 77-year-old, clearly enjoying the moment, promising to heal his nation.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States.
Joe Biden says now is an opportunity to defeat despair, to restore the soul of America, and to become, again, a beacon for the rest of the world.
We will lead not only by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. I've always believed we can define America in one word: possibilities.
Fittingly first, though,
please welcome the Vice President-elect of Kamala Harris.
A woman of firsts. First female Vice President, first black Vice President, first Asian Vice President, first daughter of immigrants chosen to be Vice President.
But while I may be the first woman in this office, I will not be the last.
For those here tonight, this is a chance for a fresh start.
So we voted somebody in who can bring us all back together.
When Trump won, I was in my college dorm. I cried. A lot of my friends got their visas taken away and stuff, and today is just a sigh of relief.
I feel proud as an American. I feel like it's been a long journey to get here, and also as an Asian American, I'm proud for Kamala Harris.
This is the night Democrats have been dreaming of for almost 4 years. Donald Trump now joins an exclusive club. Presidents who couldn't win re-election. And in Trump world, there's nothing worse than being considered a loser. No fireworks, just fairways for the current president. His earlier tweets far from conceding, instead declaring 71 million legal votes, the most ever for a sitting president, and repeating unsubstantiated claims of fraud.
Oh my God.
His star power, though, still evident for one bride and her wedding party.
Thank you, Mr. President. We love you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We love you.
Have a great life, right?
Yes.
Young and beautiful youth. We'd like to have you around here.
Yeah. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you very much. Yes.
He received a very different reaction back in Washington, D.C. A lot of joy for Joe.
I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm really excited.
He can't get out of the White House soon enough. A lot of his policies attack me, you know, in every way, every one of my identities, being a proud Syrian American Muslim woman. And so the idea that now he's finally out of office after 4 years of having to deal with that and challenge through that and the anxiety of that is the biggest relief I can ever imagine.
Donald Trump's personal lawyer mocking Mr. Biden's win.
Come on, don't be ridiculous. Networks don't get to decide elections. Courts do.
As pundits mocked the Trump team for booking a press conference next to a sex shop outside a business called Four Seasons Landscaping, not the famous hotel chain. Legal challenges are expected to be filed on Monday, but the president-elect is holding out an olive branch.
For all those of you who voted for President Trump, I understand the disappointment tonight. I've lost a couple times myself, but now let's give each other a chance.
So Joe Biden there trying to reach across the divide, but that divide is still very much real. Democrats have been hoping this election result would see an enormous blue wave, a total repudiation of Trumpism, and that simply hasn't happened, with more than 71 million Americans still voting for Donald Trump. We saw some of them protesting on the streets today, but for the moment, for most people in America, it is a moment of celebration. And Janice, remarkable sight. Today we drove from Washington, D.C. All the way up to Delaware, coming out the suburbs of Washington. On every street corner, there were people holding signs, dancing, hugging each other and celebrating a truly extraordinary sight.
Thank you so much.